turn on the little camera. Got it.
Does that help?
I think we're on.
Hi.
Do I need more headroom?
Well, maybe.
No, that looks good. Okay. Here's the roundup. It's 7 o'clock.
From the Fox 29 studios, this is
Pull up the YouTube.
a medical helicopter makes an emergency landing in a Montgomery County yard on a May Day. Obviously, investigators are working to figure out what happened. Put down your phones while driving. A new distracted driving law goes into effect in Pennsylvania in a few days. All thanks to the late Paul Miller, who was killed in a crash after someone was distracted searching for their phone. It's primary day in Pennsylvania. Lots of races to keep an eye on. Judges, mayors, school boards.
He said something else.
Philadelphia's district attorney.
What did I say?
Kind of vote elsewhere.
30 seconds.
NFL owners once again set the vote on banning. And now the Green Bay Packers have revised the proposal to get rid of the tush push. Kyle Schwarber gets his 300th home run.
Phillies win tonight.
It was already. Wow. Well, the poll just opened. Polls just opened a minute and 48 seconds ago. What's your prediction?
Like how it was on Black Friday, like everyone just starts running in. Oh, I'm so ready. I want to vote.
I doubt that's the scene.
We're going to take a look at it.
Do you think anybody is in line to vote? Oh, yes!
Well, no. I think
That's
all
Hank.
media. We were like, oh!
Okay, it's just reporters.
Yeah, okay.
That guy's an election official, I think.
Okay. All
Well,
media. Well, there's that.
the door is open. But come on, people. Primaries are important. Maybe more important than the general.
For you, and as far as the direct effects that you feel, it's like almost immediate. This is the time.
This is it.
We'll keep reminding you. Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm. But wear a wrap, as people say.
Oh, yes.
Slightly chilly.
Yeah.
Yes, sweater weather, perhaps.
Yes.
Maybe even a little chillier than that. The skies were clear overnight, so temperatures were able to drop lower than they were yesterday at this time. So be prepared. You're going to need a sweater, even in Wildwood.
Sweater.
Is there anybody walking on that boardwalk? Not yet. Just give it a couple of days because the holiday weekend is almost here. We're going to see it's going to be a lot more populated. Meantime, today is a 10 out of 10. Another bright sunny day, even though it'll be a little cooler than normal. If you're wearing a sweatshirt like Bus Stop Buddy, you're fine. Don't forget those shades either, or your quiche Lorraine. Temps in the 40s and 50s. Chilly this morning. This afternoon, partly cloudy in the 60s. 51 degrees right now. A northwesterly breeze at 7 miles an hour. Plenty of temperatures in the 40s this morning. Doylestown, Trenton, Lancaster, Allentown, all in the 40s, and it's even colder in the mountains. And these temperatures, this is a 24-hour temperature change, so it's about 10 to 15
Do you
degrees
have a
colder.
crush?
She's very
or cooler,
pensive.
we'll say, than it was yesterday at this
Do you
time.
have a crush?
And yes, speaking of
Do
yesterday,
I?
it got to 71
No.
degrees.
No,
The average
no,
is
no,
75
no.
degrees.
What's
We'll
going
still be below the average today.
That looks good.
Some places may not make it out of the 60s. We're going to round it up to 70. A little bit cooler, and sunset time 8:14. That is your Tuesday forecast. Well, time the rain for you. A couple days of rain are on the way. But Bob Kelly, I think it's good timing because we'll get it out of the way in time for the holiday weekend.
That's the way we do it. It's tick-tock, 7 o'clock. Should be good morning, everybody. Look at some sunshine splashing on I-95 down in Delaware as you head on north and southbound. There are problems on both the Market Frankfurt and the Broad Street subway. They've both canceled trains because of lack of operators. So there's going to be a longer wait time and then overcrowding on the two big workhorses of the system here this morning. Plus we have a normal slew of bus and trolleys that are running with delays because of the lack of bus drivers. And good news though, all aboard, New Jersey Transit rail service restored today after the strike over the weekend. So up and down the Northeast Corridor, trains leaving 30th Street, getting all the way up in the Penn Station, even the AC rail line running back in business this morning. Southbound 95 stacked and packed here from Common Avenue down through Bridge Street through the construction zone. So about a half an hour delay there. And some sun glare on the Schuylkill eastbound. You can see here right near Belmont Avenue. And we're looking at about 6 delays down to Philly International. Mike and Alex, back over to you.
All right, let's get out to a polling place where Larry Krasner, our current district attorney, is heading in to vote here on primary day, primary Tuesday in Pennsylvania. The polls will be open till 8 o'clock this evening. And make sure you get out and vote. It's maybe more important than the general, as we've said. This would be his third term if he's reelected.
So there he is walking in, and of course we should say we're going to make every effort to get his opponent as well.
Judge Dugan.
Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be voting a little bit later.
I think he's going to vote up in the Northeast, as a matter of fact. So, there he goes.
And usually we try on the way out to see if we can get them or see if they have anything to say on election day.
All right.
So we will try that after they vote.
They'll probably be in there 6 or 7 minutes. We can probably squeeze in an update on that helicopter that went down in Montgomery County. Would you like to see a very expensive lawn ornament? Greg's going to show it to you.
Especially, I mean, we see helicopters all the time in the sky. We have a Fox helicopter, but to see it down here on ground level is just pretty crazy. And you can just see the extent of the damage here on the plane. You can see that the helicopter,
it's a helicopter, not a
in the
plane,
back, which is also called a fin. You can tell that it is damaged, and then you can also see that the tail rotor blade appears.
I hope this means we have a plan for Dugan then, since we're.
The beautiful thing about this.
Okay, I did not know that.
Nobody was hurt.
I don't think we got that update. So
Emergency landing. Now, this viewer video shows just after 7:40 Monday evening a Penn-Star medical helicopter making an emergency landing. The chopper that was heading to its base in Bluebell in Montgomery County ended up landing less than 2 miles away, right on the front lawn of a home on Musket Road in White Marsh Township. Fortunately,
Musket.
all 3 crew members on board, making it out safely with no injuries, and nobody on the ground injured either.
When I looked up here, the helicopter, I myself real close. I look up in the sky and I see it kind of bolting right towards me. It kind of still spinning out of control.
Andy says, cold weather and traffic, great. You're right. That combo is not a great combo, especially the days leading into Memorial Day. What time of the year is it? Seriously.
I know, and then it's not going to get out of the 50s tomorrow and Thursday.
John said, what's up with this cold weather? I don't know. Carmen says she already voted. How? In 7 minutes?
No.
Early voting?
Early voting.
That's what I should have done.
I believe 40,000 people have early voted.
I'm usually on it and I early vote. And today I did not.
I'm old. I still like to go in and go.
I don't. I like to do whatever's shorter. But I guess I don't have to worry about lines with this. Let me see.
It's because she's short. Everything's shorter.
It's just incredible the fact. I mean, this helicopter was coming from Philadelphia.
See if I can find my voting location to make sure.
Less than 2 miles away from that airport in Bluebell.
Mine is in a
Because don't you have a new one
assisted
now?
living.
You have a new one now, don't you?
Yeah. I used to vote in the Latter-day Saints church.
Causing any injuries to those on board, but of course also those that were on the ground as well.
All right, some really good flying there last night. 7:08.
In Delaware County, the woman accused of committing a gross act during an alleged case of road rage appeared in court yesterday.
This is the pooper.
Yes, it is. Thank you for clarifying.
Sure,
Mike.
you know what's the problem.
44-year-old Christina Solomedo from Ridley Park was held for trial after being accused of defecating on the hood of another woman's car in Prospect Park April 30th. The court heard from a teenager who was a witness in the incident.
Ooh.
He provided a video that he took while driving to a friend's house.
Oh, yeah.
Am I tripping or? I don't think girls should have been in there. That's an opinion.
It's kind of just,
Well,
I just got done with school, so I
yeah.
went out of school for this.
It's unnecessary.
It's all over the media.
Let other people decide.
Making
It's
t-shirts,
not my job to
hats,
say.
making threatening comments. It's not something.
And it was like highlighted with the star.
And she's kind of proud of it. I'm surprised she's not making more money off of
You
it.
should be harassed.
Maybe she could have a career after this.
Yeah.
So she's due back in court for her formal arraignment on July 9th. She faces multiple charges, including criminal mischief and harassment.
Yeah. Projectile. All right, to D.C.
Because President Trump heads the Capitol Hill today for some legislative arm twisting, is how they're describing it. House Republicans are struggling to pass what he calls his big, beautiful bill.
Well, there's a big, beautiful man, Doug Luzader. Sure. Yeah.
He's flattered.
Then Republicans may be running out of time.
That big, beautiful bill is probably going to go
Johnson ascends a winding
down a big, beautiful
staircase in the
hill.
U.S. Capitol with plenty of twists and turns.
Like, why is there an
ahead.
asterisk in
The clock
front of it?
continues to
I have
tick
no clue on that
Capitol
one.
Hill.
We're almost there, and I'm very optimistic that we will find the right equilibrium.
Have you ever seen the full video?
We have another bill coming up. You think we'll get that, folks?
It's
Maybe
projectile.
not, we should.
It's flying out of
President Trump
her butt
yesterday
right above
joking
it.
about getting
I know, on the hood of the car.
for what he calls
He
his
studied
big,
the video.
beautiful bill.
I have.
Don't count on it. The combination of tax cut extensions and work requirements for welfare programs like Medicaid won't win Democratic support.
Oh, fruit.
But even among
I love
some
it.
Republicans, there are big issues. Some think the cuts aren't enough,
Come on.
go too far. Others are looking for bigger
Computer's
breaks
freezing.
for high-tax states. President Trump is coming to the Hill today with a message: get it done.
They don't work for the American people, they work for the
Democrats are content to watch Republicans fight this out on their own, and this is only half the battle.
I think Mike Johnson's going to get the votes.
Computer's
for this
acting
bill
up.
at the end. And the question is, do Republicans have that same sort of unity in the Senate? And there are question marks there as well.
And timeline here is pretty unforgiving. The White House wants the House to pass this by Memorial Day. That's less than a week away. And Mike and Alex, I know you would keep saying the president refers to this as his big, beautiful bill.
All right. Oh!
Oh.
The bill calling itself big and beautiful.
I didn't realize bills named themselves.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were given names.
Right.
True.
I call it triple B. Doug, thanks. We got to run to our polling place here. Our district attorney, Larry Krasner, is walking out after voting. At least that's what we heard.
Yes, but it looks like maybe not yet.
Maybe he stuck his head out and then went back in.
Because that's live TV for you.
Hank, go ahead. What are you seeing?
Likely from stall.
Now we're gonna stall for-
He's coming out the door in a second. I believe he is coming out now. He's coming.
Here he comes.
On the way out.
Get him.
Deb Watson-Stokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen in.
Well,
Well,
not saying anything
you
yet.
probably need to ask him a question. Or you-
About the
Hey, Larry.
tornado that happened Friday.
Well, I voted.
And then I have an explainer.
And it turns out that at 7:00 something, I was the first vote of the day, which is kind of fun. We're all really excited.
Nobody
Sad.
else is going in.
Very hopeful that everybody gets out to vote. It's very important. It's not just this race. There are a whole lot of races that matter. And maybe most importantly, Philly needs to show that we're going to be ready for the midterms in a year, because the midterms are going to matter, just like this one matters.
Larry, Violent Crime has been on 3 years running. I believe there are 80 killings in the city so far this year versus something like 180 in 2022.
See him looking at Hank's outfit.
What do you have to say to that?
Well, in 2017, we said justice.
Is that his
makes us
bodyguard? That black
safer.
man?
Turns
He
out
looked like a
not.
bodyguard.
I would imagine.
That's what I have to say.
What would a victory by your opponent represent? A return to certain things? He seems to want to run on law and order, but again, the numbers seem to indicate law and order under you.
Well, I think that the reality is that it would represent democracy. People need to vote. They need to get out. They need to vote their conscience. And if that is how they feel,
Well, that's a
obviously,
dodge.
unlike the President of the United States, I would support Democratic change of power. However, I'm very hopeful that we're going to do well today.
Okay, assuming that you do win today, what's next for the next 4 years that you haven't done already in the first 8?
There are a lot of things that we've been talking about. There are a lot of cold cases that require more resources so that we can solve some things that have never been solved. We have to do more in terms of investing in forensics so that we can make sure it's only guilty people going to jail. We need to do more in terms of prevention and modern enforcement. And if we continue to do that, I am hopeful we will
Yeah,
continue from being chronically
enough.
violent, which it has been, to being consistently safe.
Are you concerned about our resources, pipeline, federal government being what it is? The next 4 years, our resources are gonna get more shaky, do you know?
What I know is that we have to stand up to a man who would be dictator. And I know that that sometimes involves a certain amount of effort, a certain amount of fight, but I am confident that when we all stand up, this will just be a bad page in our history and we're going to be able to move on.
All right, there you have our current district attorney voting, and we do have a camera headed over to another polling place up in the Northeast to get some comments, possibly from Judge Dugan, who is his opponent. They're both Democrats, so we're going to have a Democrat as a district attorney.
But as we know, in Pennsylvania, you vote in primaries. You vote
That's right.
along your party line. You can't.
That's
cross over,
right.
So.
All right, 7:16. Let's break some ground here because I've never heard of a gust-nado.
But apparently we've seen it because the National Weather Service confirmed that an EF1 tornado spawned Friday in Atlantic County. They also confirmed what Mike said, a gust-nado, which is rare in Gloucester County. This was in Franklin Township on Friday. So, Sue, what is a gust-nado?
Gust.
And a tornado in one.
Yeah.
Well, a gust-nado doesn't come out of the cloud like a tornado does. It's winds that just swirl around while they're on the ground.
Yes.
And that is separate from this tornado, which was started in Gloucester County on Friday and then moved into Atlantic County. Initially rated an EF0, but now further investigation shows that it was an EF1 with 90-95-mile-an-hour winds. It ran for 8.6 miles, and that further
Surprised there wasn't more
investigation
damage.
shows that the gust-nado was a separate entity from this tornado. Luckily, no one was injured. There was a lot of tree damage with this, but this is what happens. We've got that wall cloud. We've got the tornado coming out of the cloud. If it doesn't reach the ground, we call it a funnel cloud, but if it does, it is a tornado. And if the winds swirl up, not connected to that cloud, that is a gust-nado. Doesn't happen very often, but apparently we had one on Friday. And the National Weather Services folks are working very, very hard to make sure we know what happened and we can be prepared for the future. Across the region, we've got temperatures mostly in the 50s, a couple 40s, Allentown and Westchester. We're all kind of on the chilly side this morning. We've got rain coming our way, but not until tomorrow. It's a slow-moving system. It's in Indiana right now, the leading edge, and it doesn't look like it'll be here today. We'll see more sunshine. And then by tomorrow morning at this time, we're going to be seeing on and off rain, heavy at times to midday, easing up a little bit, then more comes in Thursday morning and probably Thursday afternoon as well before everything is out of here. Hopefully, we won't get those leftovers on Friday morning. So let's put all that together. I think this might be good timing because we get the rain out of the way on Wednesday and Thursday. Be prepared though, it will be chilly in the 50s both days. Then we're back to the mid-60s by Friday with the sun coming back in the afternoon. And then sunshine each day the rest of the holiday weekend, Bob Kelly. So I know you're concerned about Friday night. And you know sure
What are you doing, couch?
Outdoors Friday night.
yeah, I think that you'll be
She's
okay,
sitting
but
over
you
there.
might kind of wear one of those Wildwood sweatshirts you can buy right there on the boardwalk.
I can handle that. That's not a problem. You got it, Subi 718. Good morning, everybody. Problems on mass transit here. First of all, the Market Frankfurt line and
I
the
was just
Broad
saying
Street
that.
subway both have canceled trains because of lack of operators. So there's going to be a longer
Oh,
wait
gosh.
time and then overcrowding once those trains do eventually show up. We have delays on a couple of the regional rail lines. But good news for New Jersey Transit. Full rail service has resumed this morning after the strike through the weekend. So Northeast Carter trains, Atlantic City rail line trains are running. So we're good to go there. Some sun glare on the Blue Route as you head north to southbound in the area of the Baltimore Pike. We had an earlier crash there. 95 again stacked up here from Cottman Avenue through this construction squeeze at Bridge Street. And the Schuylkill, one is slow. Some sun glare coming eastbound, coming around that curve, and then we got this sinkhole out in Montgomery County, Route 63, that's Welsh Road closed between Evans and Stump Road. Mike, can I back over to you?
Alrighty. I wish we could have the Phillies play the Rockies every game because the Rockies are not good, okay? Another win for the Phillies. They began a 4-game series with those stinking Rockies, who have only won 8 games all year. They've lost 39. A major milestone, though, for Kyle. He said what he did last night, 300th home run. And that guy did pretty well, too. So Phillies won the game 9-3. Alec Boehm with a nice game. So we are first, and I mean we, the Phillies, are first in the National League East, but they have the best record in all of the National League, all 3 divisions. I believe we're tied with the Dodgers, but still that's number 1.
We'll celebrate number 1 while we are number 1.
You better believe it.
You gotta celebrate the wins when you have them.
Yeah. We're only a half game up on the Mets, but still, we're number 1.
We will take this
All
win.
right.
Alrighty?
Remember this scene from the Barbie movie, the foot shot? Well, now the actual dolls are being changed from this high-heeled look.
They're gonna make them flat-footed?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe a slight arch?
Barbie must be really tired of being on her toes.
How did they recreate that shot again?
2:20 break.
Or how did they do that shot? Was it
It's magic.
green screen or is she really positioned her feet? Yeah.
Never not flash. Oh boy.
You're not used to them by now?
I'm used to them. What do you call a one-legged woman? Oh, that's no good.
You being bad.
Hi, Eileen Miller. Good morning to you.
How are you?
I like that
Good morning.
top. Is it paisley?
It's kind of florally, kind of pasty,
Yeah.
but it's silky.
Yeah.
Looks good.
We love a good silky top.
Somewhere in front of the green screen.
That's true, you couldn't.
It would be funny.
Should be pantless.
That'll put so many of his constituents out of work. And it'll mean higher bills for us. Hundreds more per family. Congressman Fitzpatrick, we don't know what you were thinking, but don't cut Pennsylvania energy. Don't make our bills go up. Don't kill our jobs.
Here, anything's possible.
Someone says, how do you guys get up so early and look so fresh and happy?
And that's what makes our
Well, I'm glad we look fresh and happy.
Oh, bite me.
undeniably real.
I am not fresh and I'm not happy.
And that's the secret, folks.
30 out, 30.
Faking it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you know what they say, fake it till you make it.
Is that right?
Bet you haven't heard that one before.
No. Yeah. I'm in the middle of a major hot flash.
You want me to fan you?
Yeah. I need Di's little fan.
5, 4, 3, 2.
At least you'll be glistening on TV.
Yeah. Cool of the evening.
He would like the cool of the evening. You all right?
Yeah. See, they've stripped me of my testosterone, and so I am basically a woman right now, and I have hot flashes. I'm in the middle of a major one right now.
So we're just making sure he's nice and cool.
Thank you.
So let's talk about Barbie while we do this.
Let's talk about her feet.
Yeah. So apparently they have changed over the decades. So when she made her debut in 1959, all Barbies had that high-heeled foot posture.
That's on the left. That's
Yes.
59.
And I think the original thought was you do that, right, so you can put heels on her.
Sure,
actual
yeah.
shoes, so her feet are ready.
Yeah.
But a new study says only 40% of dolls are made that way today.
Oh, we're done.
These look like real legs, too. They don't look like doll legs. Researchers looked at thousands of Barbies made between 1959 and last year, and they found the strongest link between a Barbie's foot posture came with the job that she has.
Oh, I see. All right.
Oh, so if it's like a referee Barbie or something, it probably doesn't have a heel foot.
I had no idea they adjusted the foot as much as they do. Well, that's costly.
I did not know
All right. Well, who knew?
that. I mean, they have money. They're not hurting.
No.
Barbie's been a
I met her once, the woman that invented Barbie,
Yeah, what was she like?
1959. Well, she kept me on my toes.
That was good. That was really good. I did not expect that for some reason.
NFL owners meeting today and tomorrow in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, to be specific, to discuss several proposals, including 3 main topics. And we're very concerned in Philadelphia about these.
Yeah, so this is the one we're most concerned about. Of course, the tush push. The ban has been a conversation for some time now, and the Green Bay Packers originally proposed banning the play last April. But here's the thing.
What?
They've switched it up. It's now worse to me. They've submitted a revised proposal. And, are we going to say, oh no, we're not going to say what it is. Okay, I believe, I'm trying to go off the top of my head, I believe before they tried to ban the play itself. Mm-hmm. Now they're banning the movements of like offense. Oh gosh, I didn't know what was in there. Hold on.
In other words, I'll try to simplify it.
AKA,
one player can't push or pull another player anywhere on the field when I'm talking about the offense, the offensive side of the ball. You can't pull or push anybody on the field.
And I think it can't be immediate or something. It says offensive players cannot assist the runner except by individually blocking opponents for him.
Blocking. We've always had blocking.
And they also eliminated immediately at the snap in the language.
And that would be a quarterback sneak type play.
Mm-hmm. But to me, they make it more broad, so therefore we can't even adjust or try to get around it. You know what I mean?
I know.
So
they need 75% of the owners to vote to ban it. And that would be 24 out of 32, if my math is right.
I hope the owners behind the scenes are like, if you do this, you vote for this, I want to invite you to the barbecue, the family barbecue.
We're going to name you. We'll call you out on Thursday morning because they're going to vote tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
And owners will also take a look at a proposal by the Detroit Lions to change playoff seeding by ranking teams by record only.
I kind of like that.
So winning a division is not an automatic top 4 seed if a wild card team has a better record.
Okay.
That'll switch things up. And then finally, the Olympics are coming to LA, to the U.S. They're going to discuss letting players compete in flag football at the Summer Olympics in 2028. Several star players, including Jalen Hurts, Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Aaron Jones, have expressed interest in participating. And Hurts is one of the 2028 flag football ambassadors.
Sure he is.
So, because they have specific rules, like they can't do stuff that would put them in harm's way and that kind of thing. Like they have to commit to not playing basketball if you're football.
They already have enough accolades, don't they? Can't they just let regular guys and women?
But it's supposed to be the best of the best. And if you're going to do flag football and you want to represent Team USA, wouldn't we want people playing football?
I back when, I remember when, I don't think professional basketball players played in the Olympics. You had to be an amateur.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, that changed.
Oh, sure did. Because we want to be number one. All right.
Especially in our own turf. Like, come on, don't you want to be winning? No.
I want to talk about a bill that should have been passed a long time ago. People driving and looking at their phones. And I'll tell you what. The life of Paul Miller is being remembered with the Paul Miller Law. And Paul's mother, Eileen, is with us in studio. We're going to discuss this new distracted driving law in Pennsylvania when it goes into effect.
2:05 break.
Oh, Ms. Miller, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Delaware, very close to Spring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of 8 children.
What?
Yeah. My mother's 93. She still drives, goes everywhere. Yeah.
She's how old?
93.
93.
Love that for her.
Yep.
That's great.
She drives, goes all over, goes to church every morning.
Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm one of 6.
Yeah, Catholic.
There you-
That's it.
Hi, Paul.
That's my husband, Paul.
Hello.
I know.
Yeah.
Watching your favorite programming with DirecTV. With the sound, it's all amazing. And get this, just $60 a month for phones powered with 1 gig internet with wall-to-wall Wi-Fi. Every room stays connected. It's
1 minute.
No surprise pricing. For a limited time, get a free unlimited sound.
Nathan said, "Don't forget to vote." Yep, we've been reminding people all morning. Thanks for reminding people in the chat.
45.
Yes. Election day.
Before we get into our,
Legislation passed.
Yes.
30 out.
Do we want to say bye to the folks?
yes.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh,
Make sure you
don't do it on TV.
Oh, okay. All right.
make sure
Thank
you
you.
vote today. Make sure you wear a light jacket. It's slightly chilly.
15.
Slip and falls cause some of the most serious injuries. Fractures, concussions,
10,
herniated
9,
discs.
8,
Don't risk
7,
yourself.
6,
Every
5,
dollar you deserve.
4,
The choice
3,
is clear.
2,
Call Brandon Life
1.
Well, students over there at Father Judge High School are getting a leg up on the competition post-graduation thanks to a trade program. Now, what I mean by a trade is, like welding. We're going to go over there and see how they keep it together by welding. Okay, we're going to shut off the behind the scenes because Alex and I have something to discuss that it really shouldn't go out on the public airwaves.
Yeah, we don't want to get you in trouble. It all goes down to that.
Bye. See you tomorrow.